clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Share our warpstone, and I will not hit you! Yet.
Hey everybody, how are we all doing? How is everybody? Turn that on. Are we all okay? Is everybody alright? Is everybody okay? Is everybody doing good? Yeah, I'm gonna do some Raven Guard. Do some Raven Guard today. How's everybody doing? A stream at this time of year, yes indeed. How are you doing? How are you doing, Tobes? Hello, Spike. Hello, Purples, and a Sax Deuce. We got a Sax Deuce as well. How is everybody? Yeah, I was just cleaning up because I painted these red. Painted these ones red a while ago for the Deliverers. I was going to do the whole army in the Deliverers scheme, but I think we're going to save the Deliverers for things like the Terminators and the Centurions. And seeing as I've done this, I really like this scheme, so we're going to do this scheme on these. I did these for a video anyway, which was fine. So I'll give those a quick prime. I don't think they need stripping because they've barely got any paint on them. Yeah, I'll give them a quick prime and then we can paint them in this because it's quite good fun actually. I quite like it. So yeah, how is everybody doing? 2 hours of work and I'm free. Hang on, let me move that. I've got to move the. There we go. Let's move that one to there and that one to there. See the chat a bit better now. There we go. The 3 visible colours of paint on those minis, I'd call them done. On which ones? These ones? On these ones? Are you calling? Hang on, let's get this. Where's this microphone need to be? About there? There. 3 visible colours. I don't know whether there's 3. Yeah, I don't know whether there's 3. I mean, there are three shades on there. I need to decide what other colours are going to go on them. What's that? Is that? There we go. I do need to decide what other colours to go on them, but I think it looks pretty cool. 3 shades done. That will get you. That will get the. You need to have 3 colours of paint to use your minis here, purists. I mean, they are going to be very muted. I'll probably use this silver recipe, which is the black metal and the chrome. Yeah, other than that, I think they look great. I think they look really good. Yeah, let me know what you think. And then this one here, and we've got Caven's head on that one. Yeah, I just think they look really good. I want to put some feathers. I want to get some feathers on these, so I want to have like the back, have his shoulders like covered in feathers, like that, so that he has like a good feather kind of makeup. And then he's got his old school Mark 6 backpack as well, which looks quite cool. But yeah, how is everybody? We're just doing a quick stream today. Quick little stream. I just thought I would get on with a cup of tea.
Start
Wearing purple. We could indeed start wearing purple. I have gone through and stripped a load more. Stripped a load more, so I've got the walking heavy bolter as well. I kind of want to change this this arm because I want to be able to put a Raven Guard symbol on there. These ones have got very little Raven Guard like feathers or customizing on them. They've just got the helmets, and I think these ones are fine. These ones aren't. They don't. It doesn't make sense for these to have like cloaks and feathers like hanging off them all over the place. So these ones are just going to stay like that, and I'm probably just going to put loads of transfers over them just to kind of pick them out. Yeah, I really do like these. They look really cool. This is what they look like once they've had the kind of the base tones done, and then we pick out a little bit more, and then the same with these as well. And they look really nice. I like them a lot. That kind of like matte shadow colour. That's the colour of a shadow, you see. This is the colour of a shadow. So I'm going to try and finish this one today on stream. That's the plan. That's what we're going to try and do anyway. And we need to get some music on, don't we? I just need to move these out of the way so I can get better. A friend of mine got annoyed with people who said that 3-colour rule, so he primed them grey, dry brushed them with red, slapped another 3 colours. Yeah, I get that bit, but the 3-colour rule, and then you get the people who do the stylized, like they're in the darkness with a blue light on their right hand side, that kind of stuff, like where they dry brush them all like vaguely grey and then do a blue from this side with the airbrush, that's it, done, and the whole army looks like that, I think is a bit like meh. But yeah, I get that. Tassels, we want tassels. Everybody wants tassels. We need to get some music on, don't we? We need some music. Music. Everybody needs some music. Where is music? There is music. And there is music. Been painting mining guild TIE fighters. I've still been looking out for some TIE fighters and TIE stuff, because I do want some. I just want all the TIE variants from X-Wing, because it's a nice scale, and I like all the TIE stuff. So hopefully I can get some TIE fighters, TIE interceptors, TIE bombers, and all that kind of stuff. Because I think that would be quite good. Yeah, all the TIE variants. That's a lot of variants. Well, I don't know how many they made. I don't know how many were in. X-Wing. But I like all the variants that I've seen. I think are cool. Like there's the one with the three wings. There's obviously the TIE Fighter, the classic one, which is brilliant. I think there's 2 variants of those because there's a red one as well, red version of that. There's a TIE Interceptor, the TIE Bomber, at least a dozen. I mean, that's fine. Like, I'll have a dozen. It's just trying to pick them all up. And they all seem to be about, I don't know why, they all seem to be about 20 quid. Which is, it's just like, really? Oh dear. But yeah, anyway, I'm trying to decide how to paint this actually. Because I think it might have to be, I think we might have to like stick it like that. Dozens and dozens. How many were in the X-Wing game? How many models have they made? Let's paint it like that. I think that's about right. Let's paint it like that. The Mining Guild ties a yellow body with black wing panels, and they look pretty cool. And then these, oh, nice one. What's the red one then? What's the red TIE Fighter? red are elites. And is that just like whatever tie you have, you can have a red version of it? Like an SAS version or something? Essentially, yes. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Right, I need to... There's a red or white stripe, red or white wing stripe variants for different units, like the 501st or the veteran pilots. It's crazy how the Empire actually has veteran pilots. You wouldn't have thought that would exist. I was about to say what colour trim do we do, but I think it's still this same colour trim, isn't it? I think we still do it this colour. X-Wing tabletop. Oh, is that all they've done on the X-Wing tabletop? I'm taking a screenshot of that. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to scribble it down. That's fantastic. If you've done that, that's awesome. Thank you very much, dude. So, I need to find... TIE Advanced version 1. TIE... Advanced X1. A Reaper? What's a Reaper? An Aggressor. A Punisher. Oh, this is awesome. I love TIE fighters. Defender. Interceptor. The Interceptor's my favourite. Phantom. TIE Phantom. A TIE Heavy. A TIE Heavy? I don't know whether I know that one. A TIE Bomber. Striker. And then a Fighter. There we go. Perfect. TIE Heavy was in Solo. Reaper and Striker were in Rogue One. Were they? Oh, I need to watch Rogue One again then. Reaper and Striker. That's cool. I will. So well, I'll pop those on like a search list for eBay and just see if I can like I just want to like slowly pick them up. I love Aggressors, Interceptor and Advanced V1. So the plan on this is to get all of this painted I actually really like this colour scheme, so I'm going to do a video on painting them for Horus Heresy as well. It's super quick. It's not particularly quick on the Primaris because you've got all these panels to decide what you want to do with them. But for Horus Heresy, I think that'd be really quick. I've just thrown. I actually have thrown a few. Built ones in the strip box earlier. So it's a muted paint scheme. It's meant to be a muted paint scheme. That's the whole point. It's inspired. It's inspired by. Inspired by that one. That's like kind of like what I wanted. I wanted this kind of really muted matte black. But obviously you can't just do matte black because it just doesn't work. You need something. So it needs a highlight, and I wanted to highlight it blue because I knew I was going to get the Deliverers in there as well. So the Deliverers are going to be in there in exactly the same way as I painted the Saturnine stuff, that red. So then this with the red will work really well. And it's a fair and good paint scheme. Thanks, Xteus. It's a fair and good paint scheme. I'm going to put that on my reviews when is it a 5-star review, a 4-star review? What are you rating the color scheme as? Because when I do the video, I'll do 5 stars, Xteus. It's a fair and good paint scheme. 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars from Xteus. It's a fair and good paint scheme. 4.5 stars. Because I expect some coral on the barrel. Nope. Maybe a bit of burning on the tip. Oh my god, no way. Actually, to be fair, I have been recording YouTube videos, so that's understandable.
As a demonstration of our power.
باتر يا عزيز.
Moron.
Need to watch
I
this
think I
movie
have
again. Oh, True Lies.
Inventory.
Everybody needs to watch True Lies again. Thanks for demo, man. You're welcome. It's Face Off next week. Brilliant. I like movie nights. Movie nights are cool. I enjoy the movie night. 4.5 wars. I'll take 4.5 wars. How's everybody's Friday going? Three colour rule is 3 distinct colours. Probably, yeah. These get rounded by the fact that they're actually painted. Because they're probably only going to have 2 colours. Well, I might do... No, they're probably only going to have 2 colours. Oh, maybe the eyes. I'll make this beat the same colour as the Imperialis on the chest. My basic is 14 colours. 14 colours. Hang on. 14 colours or 14 paints? Have you used 14 paints? Because they're not like multicoloured. You've not like used green and blue and red and mauve and peach and... Because this is 3 colours. This is 3 colours mixed in about 5 different tones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 different tones. So this is 5 different tones. But it's 3 paints. Yeah, I'm never worried about events and tournaments and things. One thing I do have to decide is whether I go black or white. I think I go black, don't I? I think I have to go black. Transfers, black chapter markings. I think black on this kind of like deep mid-grey. It's like a deep deep. Can I glaze a bit of this and try and soften that, ready for the black transfer. We could put a black transfer on this today. Tell me of blood on the weapons, that's 11. Fantastic. I'll go and camo for the foot and arm wraps. Is that 12? Is that 12? You got 12 colours. Twelve colours on your 12 colours on your Skaven. That is going to be quite cool though. Try and keep it really soft so it's a good matte finish.
Yes, I'm a gatekeeper and a hater. I'm also
Oh, it's a
God's
Tari!
favourite princess and the most interesting girl
Hey
in the
Tari,
world.
we're doing I'm actually really enjoying painting Space Marines at the moment, so we're doing Space Marines. We'll probably do Night Lords. When's your birthday? We've got Night Lords, haven't we, coming up soon? So we need to get some Night Lords ready. How are you, Tari 2? Tari 2, how are you? Tired? No! I was usually painting at least 10 clan rats at a time with it, so basically it went quite quickly. So it did actually go quite quickly. Tar, we're painting painting some Raven Guard, and I hope you like what they're looking like. I hope you like how they're looking. Because I'm enjoying how they're looking. I think they're looking really cool. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry. I don't mean to be coughing on the microphone. Yeah, I think if I do these for, if I do this scheme for Horus Heresy as well, I think it would look A, really good, and B, it wouldn't take as long because there's not this many details and edges and everything on Horus Heresy models. Who else is ordering a Miao Ying? Probably not actually. Probably not. I'm guessing you are then. Are you going to grab one?
Probability factor of 1 to 1. We have normality. I
Teeny
repeat, we have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
Teeny Tiny, how are you? He's saying, "Cool, no!" Oh, we've only just got a teeny tiny and now she's got to leave. And the Mannerings! Oh, thank you, dude.
Why is there a wiggling dog on this window?
On this window? There's a dog on the window? Why is there a dog on the window? Why is there a dog on the window? And there's some other non-games which are pre-orders that I'm doing locally shop at the same time, so it should combine for free shipping. Oh, amazing! Dogs don't use Windows; they use Safari. And they don't use Firefox because they get too distracted. I mean, we all know dogs don't use Windows anyway, they use dog flaps. Everybody knows that. Same way that everybody knows that badgers like mashed potatoes. Well, finally, and more importantly, how much is it? How much is Miao Ying? I don't know actually. It's old world, isn't it? So she's not going to be like super duper expensive.
You have been weighed
Hey, Manaringo.
You have been measured.
And you absolutely
have been found wanting.
Garth, hello, how are you, dude? Garth 40k. I haven't seen a prize here yet, but whatever, she's a huge dragon model. She is a cool, huge dragon model, and you get a cool non-dragon model as well, which is a really nice sculpt. So did I hear someone say they aren't doing models for Warhammer Plus now? For Warhammer Plus? Who's doing models for Warhammer Plus? I don't know. Like, the Warhammer Plus stuff is all models painted by that community team bit, isn't it? They're all painted by that little team, which is why, because they can't use the heavy metal ones, obviously. Unless you mean Jake. Oh, really? Those models? And they've sacked those ones off? Really? Why? Why would they sack those ones off? Has that been announced? Well, that's rubbish. Cost savings, they don't need to save money. That's rubbish. That's really poor. Yeah, that's really poor. I don't like that. I hope that's not right. I don't know, I haven't got a clue. It sounds good to the shareholders on the quarterly earnings statement when they say, oh, I'm sorry, we've not sold any Warhammer Plus subscriptions this year because we're not selling a model with it. We're not giving away a model with it. No, I think that's rubbish. They better not do that. That's rubbish. And the last Warhammer Plus model, that Inquisitor, was one of the coolest ones they've done. I did a video about him. He was that cool. Sometimes I think they forget that they're a miniature company. Sometimes I think, like genuinely, sometimes I just think they forget they're a miniatures company. Yeah, let's not give away a miniature with a subscription anymore. Oh, that's disappointing. I hope that's not true. It is indeed. It is indeed. EVE Online. It's kind of become the. I don't want to start getting too bright. I need to keep that focused on those little bits and the skull badge here. I think the top highlight needs to stay as that. Just that shift. Don't get too bright. Yeah, the EVE Online, because you can't use copyright music. And obviously computer games, and particularly EVE, this whole stuff was copyright free because you could download the MP3s from their website years and years and years ago when I played it. I wasn't very good, I didn't play it for very long. But I really like the music, obviously. So when I started streaming, I needed a copyright free music, and I was like, oh, I know. I use that EVE Online soundtrack, 'cause it's really cool. If they reduce the cost of the subscription, it's fine. Yeah, but they're not going to reduce the cost of the subscription, are they? Because it's what, a £5? Alright, I don't want to get too bright. I want to keep the beak. I can keep the beak bright because that's supposed to be a bit brighter. That's fine. Oh, okay. So it's just that they haven't announced it at about the same time. Well, hopefully it's false. And it's just people jumping to conclusions, because I think the Warhammer Plus free model also gave them a platform to do really cool, interesting sculpts, which they can't really release anywhere else, like that World Eater Terminator and stuff. He was never going to get done anywhere else, and it's a nice way to pay homage to certain sculptors and things and certain models. So hopefully it's not true. So, as soon as I get, I'm just glazing this so that it doesn't look so messy. As soon as I get this, because I think we want to try and get that a little more kind of sketchy. I'm trying to get this ready for a transfer. Good tidbit of info to keep in the back pocket. Whatever that bit of info was, you were welcome. I'd ask if you anybody had any guesses at what the Warhammer Plus model might be this year, but this is you can never really guess that, can you? It hasn't been a Space Marine for a while. Do you think it'll ever be a Space Marine? Hang on, think that is probably ready for a transfer. I think we can probably put a transfer on there. So trying to make up a little squad of Chosen for Night Lords. Oh, dude. Can't have heavy weapons. I take it they can't have a Chosen. A squad of Chosen for the Night Lords. God, I can't remember what they can have. I don't think they can have much. I don't think Chosen get a lot. Raven Guard. Okay, so we want one of these on there in black. Done. Okay. I was going to do white, but I think black on, like, gloss black on matte black. On a painted matte black, I think just works. So we will do. We'll do the black. We'll save the white for other units. And then I also want to kind of throw some other kind of black symbols on here, like all this sort of stuff. I don't know what. Oh wow, we've got loads of these. These are all squad markings, is that right? I think these are all squad markings. I'll have to check. Oh, they're really cool as well. Look at those little things. Okay. Black on black, very sneaky. Yeah, I think it'll look really good because these are going to look black. They look like Raven Guard because they're dark and they're black. But then when you have the black symbol on there as well, it will stand out because this isn't black. I think it will just look really cool. So that's the idea. So let's pop that there. Let's get some water on it, like that. There you go. Need to put some more water on the wet palette. It's just a thermos. It's just a really, really cheap small thermos, and it's got distilled water in it. For the wet palette, what's going to be the details for visual pop on the model then, if not the white decal? It'll have a bit of silver on it, but they're stealthy Raven Guard, so there's not going to be a lot of pop. There's not going to be a lot of pop. I will paint that. I'll paint that. In fact, I'll do that now, just so that we can see where we are. We're going to do that black metal, and then give it a wash of black. But no, they're not going to pop. Very little pop about these. They're going to look cool. Poppy. That is about as poppy as we're going to get. I don't even know whether to do the barrel. The barrel might just stay black. Do I do the barrel? Do I do the barrel? I can't decide whether to do the barrel or not. Are you painting one of my favourite units which they'd released as a kit? Yeah. Eyeballs? What? Still need visual interest though. There you go, there's some visual interest. The visual interest is the paint job. Wait for them to be finished. And then you can say whether they have visual interest or not. And yeah, you'll probably say that they don't. But I like it. And yeah, I really like these as well. I like these models, and then I've also done Eliminators as well, which are my other favourite models. So doing some cool Raven Guard. We've got Raven Guard. This is a colour scheme I did a while ago. Slightly inspired by the Deliverers colour scheme, but what we're doing is we're doing this colour scheme now for the majority of the army, and the Deliverers for things like Terminators and Centurions. I definitely want to do a unit of Terminators, and they're going to be the Deliverer colour scheme for a bit of. There you go. There's your visual interest. A unit of Deliverers will be the visual interest. So one unit that looks finished. Cool. I love it. This isn't finished yet. Right, so what we need to do is... Okay. Now, do we need to... I don't know whether I need to gloss varnish that. I might just gloss varnish that. That's matte. Where's my gloss? I can never find my gloss one. There it is. Gloss varnish. So we'll put a touch of gloss varnish on this. Just to, because it is a horrible shape. So we'll put a touch of gloss varnish on this. but I want it to be. I want the whole. I want the whole scheme to be a matte scheme. You smell ultramarines. It's kind of inspired by this. Like, I really like this colour scheme. Like that's how Raven Guard should look, right? Like that really matte black. So I'm just added a hint of blue to it for the highlights, but I want to try and stick that matte black like that. Combat controls are £100 from Games Workshop. Are they? 100? They used to be like £45. They used to be 45 quid. That's insane. A start collecting box used to be £45. But I suppose that's where they go, because now it's a game, isn't it? So. Right. So let's just let that varnish dry, and then we'll stick the we'll whack the thing on, and then once it's on, then the whole thing needs some oil paint, some black oil paint to run in. I could do some. I could do like a neutral grey highlight on things like the pouches and stuff. Also, I think these will photograph really well. The helmets look really great. I love the helmets. I think the helmets look great. Hey Purples, how you doing? Welcome back. Just waiting for this varnish to dry thoroughly, so we can drop a black. Gonna drop a black. Oh, that's interesting, actually, isn't it? Because we still want it to look. We might have to put matte varnish back on that. No, let's try it. Let's try it. They will work me to death until my vacation. Oh, really? Because do I want the contrast between the gloss black? I kind of want the contrast between the gloss black transfer and the matte shoulder pad. So I might have to put some matte varnish back on it. Let's put some matte varnish back on it. No, Purples is on vacation in... Is it next week? So they're working her to the bone until her vacation, because then they won't have Purples doing stuff.
All hail and Huggletary II, High Empress of all the stuff everywhere, ruler of all the castles imaginable, painter extraordinaire, super duper extra nice person, and artillery Tari for Trench Crusade. Fuck.
Artillery Tari for Trench Crusade.
Tongue.
Artillery Tari for Trench Crusade. Here we go. Matte varnish. Let's get that matte look back. Okay. Didn't really want to be messing around with paint finishes, but I've been using matte paint for the majority of it anyway, so it should still sit okay. Hope it hasn't reacted. And then we'll put the transfer on, give it some microset and microsol. We've got to make sure that all kind of settles now. I might put a couple of glaze over the top once it's dried. Teeny Tiny's back! Nothing better than making sure your employees aren't refreshed by their vacation, otherwise they might get thoughts about leaving. Yeah, you need to, like, if you're going on vacation, you need to absolutely get their their work all the way down, so that the vacation doesn't quite bring them back up again, so that you can keep them on that below enjoyment even keel. Fridays are sneaky, often way busier than they should be. That's true. That is true. That is true. Right. So yeah, transfers will sit on matte varnish, it's still fine. It's better to put them over gloss varnish because they sit like a touch smoother. But what I can do is once the transfer is on there, I can cut into it with the same colour paint and disguise that backing paper or the transfer paper. So it'll still settle. I was pleasantly surprised earlier when I remembered Monday is bank holiday. Is this Monday bank holiday? No way! Does that mean I don't have to stream? Do I not have to stream on Monday because it's a bank holiday? Hey, Whiskey, how are you doing?
We're going to the Winchester.
Why do the suppressor autocannons have scopes? Because they're linked to the helmets. So the helmets then have a scope eye view of the autocannons. I actually gave all the autocannons scopes, so I added the scopes on so that they can be super accurate. So they are Bluetooth linked to the helmets in the same way that the las cannon sniper rifle thing is linked to the visor in there as well. I just haven't put the cable on. I cut the cable off because I use a different thing.
On the contrary, Christopher, if it's a bank holiday, you have no choice but to stream.
Clever, I thought the helmets could magnify and aim on their own. Yes, but they can now aim through the scope. That's very silly. That's how it works in my head. The helmets have a head-up display which shows the scope, so that they can be because they're Raven Guard, right? Raven Guard have to be super accurate. Like if you're an Ultramarine, they wouldn't have a scope because Ultramarines are like the stormtroopers of 40k. It's just like blah, whatever. Don't give a shit. Ah. Whereas Raven Guard are like single shot straight through the head. Chris, if you didn't even realise it was a bank holiday, you have to stream. I have to stream? Do I have to stream? But, like, shouldn't it be, like... But... I never know when a bank holiday is, because I'm self-employed. I only know if there's a bank holiday if you guys tell me. Don't pretend like this is work. Trying to promote myself. Speaking of, if you want to try some of these amazing brushes, do !brush and help support the channel. Even if he didn't realise that he has to stream because it's a bank holiday and we'll all be here, bank holiday or no bank holiday, not like you to keep a proper schedule anyway. Take it up with Olivia, she sounds pretty adamant. Olivia, do I have to stream? Do I have to stream, Olivia, on Monday? Because it's a bank holiday, Olivia, so I don't have to, right? I don't have to stream, Olivia. Yeah, freelance contractor.
Finally, Christopher is remembering that he has to do self-promotion. Fuck. Moo.
Yeah, if anybody would like to try some of these brushes, they are super duper awesome. I've been very impressed with them. You can use my link and you can support the stream. That would be fab, thank you very much. And for those of you who are going to be buying Meow Ying at the weekend, do SMH.element and you can use my Element Games link as well. Because that super supports my stream.
You must stream every fucking day, from 8 AM to 11 PM. Bank holiday or no bank holiday.
8 AM to 11 PM? Wait, what? Then I won't have any time to do commission work with First Siege Studios. When am I supposed to do commission work? From 11 PM to 8 AM? Is that how it works? Whiskey, I have been telling people to use scale color metallics, particularly black metal, for about 4 years. So, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
You still have time after 11 PM and before 8 AM. Fuck. Tongue.
God damn it! So you're just telling me that I should, if I'm not streaming, I should be painting, and if I'm not painting, I should be streaming. Is that where is that what we're looking at, Olivia? Olivia just wants to get paid more. Oh, I see that's not gone matte now. God damn it, I'm going to have to do this again. Right, let's do this again. Let's sort this out.
Pretty much yes. And I'm not getting any pay. I lose here.
Wait, what? What? What?
I say we need to riot because Christopher doesn't even pay me.
So I do paint. You cannot riot because I'm not painting, because I am painting. I'm painting right now. I'm painting now, Olivia. So Great Possessed aren't a thing now, so I guess I turn my existing ones to regular. Yes, so it's just regular Possessed. And regular Possessed don't really have... So regular Possessed, they just have, like, possessed weapons. Like, close combat weapons. So again, it's that WYSIWYG thing of WYSIWYG doesn't exist anymore, and you can just paint them however you like. You can build them however you like, because they just have close combat weapons. So if you want to make a possessed unit and give them some cool heavy weapons or something, then I would. However, if they're Night Lords, just give them like big fuck off chainsaws and stuff. cool you're doing Night Lords. Night Lords are the best. Everybody should do Night Lords. Apart from Tobes, because Tobes is an idiot and likes word bearers. So Tobes can just sit in the corner rocking while we all paint the cool stuff. Right, let's let that dry. Okay, right, there we go. So we're back to matte paint now. So then we can put the gloss transfer on there. Maybe the Nid Psychic Screen thingy is accentuated the warp. Definitive recession material. 40k seems to have gone even more weird than I thought. How come? Did the powers of chaos run out of possession powers? Recession in the warp. Did the powers of chaos run out of possession powers? How do you mean, Whiskey? I don't think the powers of chaos have run out. I think the powers of the rules writers have run out. They're possessed. Oh, what weapons have they got? Claws. They've got claws. Have they got greater possessed? No. Can't be bothered to write a set of rules for greater possessed. Let's just make them possessed. Have they got any weapon options? Nah, just claws. Not in this economy. Cry the Big Four. When the regular possessed humbly asks for a greater possessed. Oh dear. Yeah. You all know my thoughts on the 40k rules at the moment. You all know my thoughts on the 40k rules at the moment. Hey Avian, how are you doing, Ledge? How are you doing? Shit, I need to sort out your sound, don't I? I will sort out your sound. Started building the Saturnine. Have you? Have you now? Have you now? I want the close combat Saturnine. That's the ones I want. They're super cool. Disintegrators or plasma? I mean plasma, right? It's got to be plasma, right? Are there any weapons which the Raven Guard are famous for other than lightning claws? Other than lightning claws, are there any weapons which I should be like, need to give that to those? I think I understood that the Disintegrator have the explode rule on all shots, contrary to Plasma, where it's only on overcharge. The Disintegrators explode every time. Dark Angels, when you clearly want something dead and forgotten, Disintegrators are a one-step weapon for that. But yes, I have a unit of 10 Interremptors and going with Rapiers with Phosphex. Fuck this 40k bollocks, I'm just going to make the models look cool and paint them up. Yes, Mana Rings! Yes, Mana Rings! That's exactly what you need to do, Mana Rings. That is exactly what you need to do, Mana Rings. Mana Ringo, that is exactly the approach that you should take. That's exactly the approach you should take. Exactly. Precisely, exactly, precisely. Precisely, exactamundo. Oh, I'm using the wrong bloody brush. Get the right brush. That one's the metallic brush because it's a knackered one. And I haven't got any knackered Artis Opus brushes yet. Because they're all still really nice. Sniper rifles, to answer your question, is it just sniper rifles? So I do have some sniper rifles left, obviously, from the Eliminators. So I do plan to give like a unit of Intercessor, well, a unit of Phobos mainly, like give a unit of Phobos like a sniper rifle, like he's holding it up while he's got a pistol out or something. I think that would be really cool. So how are the melter charges? I don't know. Also, everything and anything that is sneaky. Anything and everything that is sneaky. How are melter charges? Okay, so that is all dry now. So what we're going to do... Actually, before we do that, let's just do the shoulder pad a little bit more. Right. Don't forget my Eliminators. I haven't forgotten my Eliminators. I haven't forgotten my Eliminators. My Eliminators are here. My Eliminators are looking cool. They've had the first lot of this on them. Look, so the armor is already that kind of like matte shadow color that we've got. Whereas now we are about to. 40k had drones or off-board bot. Oh my god, drones! Okay, so... Oh, drones would be really cool. What would a 40k drone look like? Like, Athan Shan has two drones on his base, doesn't he? Oh, shit. Athan Shan has two drones on his base, like little flying wing drones with bolt pistols. Look for indirect fire. Okay, sell me on indirect fire then, because I've been trying to think of what support like tanks, and heavy weapons and heavy support and things for the Raven Guard. Like, the suppressors make sense, because the suppressors in my head are like are absolutely perfect. But like, I was thinking for the night, because I've got Night Lords and Raven Guard. So the Night Lords, for some reason, the Night Lords in my head, a Vindicator fits for the Night Lords. So I can happily have a Vindicator for the Night Lords. But I was struggling to justify it, in inverted commas, for the Raven Guard. But now you're saying like indirect fire is really good for the Raven Guard. So maybe a Vindicator might be a bit more. But like, hang on, do Centurions have indirect fire? They've just got las cannons, haven't they? I really wanted a unit of Centurions just like covered in feathers. I thought it'd be really funny. And paint them up as deliverers. So indirect fire. So in that case, those stupid missile dudes, those would kind of fit with Raven Guard, that kind of thing. I don't give a shit about effectiveness, so you are completely right. Yeah, purely on theme. Purely theme. That's all I'm thinking about. That is why I suggested the Marine with a scope. The scouts are thematically casing out the front. So, right, okay, I get the scout with the scope now. So it's a unit of incursors, and one of them has a scope because he's the frontline vanguard calling in. Okay, that makes sense. That is why I suggested them the derps. What's the derps? The derps? But yeah, that makes that okay. Yeah, I can see that now. So for tanks and heavy support, are there any heavy support that are indirect? I mean, it's only a very, 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 very small portion of the army that I want to do anyway, because everything else is kind of like that's the heaviest, like intercessor stuff, because everything else is going to be Phobos. Oh, do you want to see the punch dagger? Do you want to see the punch dagger I found? Don't know if the whirlwind is indirect anymore. The whirlwind is, but the whirlwind, I don't know. The Vindicator, I can kind of see the Vindicator now. Now you said that, I can kind of see the Vindicator in Raven Guard. Yeah, do you want to see the punch dagger? Check out the punch dagger. Check out the punch dagger. Horus Heresy Bayonet. I was looking at it the other day. I just imagine Raven Guard not giving a fuck about fighting fair. Oh yeah, 100%. But also they're moving in and out of the shadows, aren't they? So yeah, that I really like that. So all my well, not all, but a large proportion of my Phobos, because the Phobos have a knife, don't they, and a pistol. So I'm going to have a pistol, and then I need lots and lots of open hands for punch daggers. So I think the punch dagger was one of the things that everybody was saying, oh, like that would be a really cool thing to do. And I've been trying to think about it for a while, and I was like, well. And then I saw that last night. I was like, hang on, that looks the perfect size. Cut it down and glued it on. I was like, that's brilliant. I couldn't quite decide whether to put it on the back of the hand or on the wrist. So I think I've got it right. I don't think it needs to go on the wrist. I think it does need to go on the back of the hand. Yeah. So he looks pretty cool. He's obviously got Caven Shrikes. He's got Caven Shrikes. I just need to put a dot of super glue on there because I turned that around. He's got Caven Shrikes pistol. So he can be like the lieutenant. I need to print out some more of the Raven skulls because the Raven skulls I've got are just a little bit smaller. I just want them a little bit bigger. So I need to print out another sheet of those. It's these ones, look. The skulls that go on the... just want them like, no, tiny, tiny, tiny bit bigger. But I think they're pretty good. Hi Drake, thank you very much, Cookie. Hey Cookie. How are you, Cookster? So yeah, that's great. And then there's the one with the cool Eliminator hat. So he's going to be quite fun. I dipped stripped and dipped a one that was in blue plastic. And then I've got to remember that I've also got those, so the lightning claws that also fit on the back of the hand, so they're quite cool. But I want to use those sparingly like that because I think that looks great, but I don't want them everywhere. I think the punch dagger can go everywhere. Yeah, I need to be careful about that because that's going to break off if I'm not careful. Need to drop that super glue on that backside quickly. And then it's what helmet I start to use for them. Like the beakies are classic, aren't they? But that looks a little bit small. But then also, I don't want to forget that just looks like a Space Marine. As soon as you put that helmet on a Space Marine, it looks like a Space Marine. I love that helmet. So yeah, I can't forget about that. And then there's also some bear heads from Horus Heresy, which actually look really, really cool. Like that one. Bear head from Horus Heresy. Agreed, the helmets are stunning. The helmets are awesome. Like that's why I did these. Like that just looks so cool. These I'm going to prime these, and then I'm going to do them in this colour scheme because I think these will look great in that colour scheme, and they were ones that I did. I just want to give him like a big cloak of feathers over the top of his back. I think that would look great, but I'm going to leave that out because I want to put a spot of super glue on him. More beakies. Yeah, I don't mind using beakies. I don't want to use too many of them. I kind of like the that kind of head more than anything. Yeah, I will happily use some beakies, but not too many. Like that one's really cool. But yeah, punch dagger, perfect. Punch dagger, perfect. Right, let me super glue that because that's going to drive me mad while it's about to break. While it's about to break. Can never find the accelerator. Anyway, that's fine. Lean up against that. Put that over there. That's fine now. Okay. Okay. Let's get... Let's get this black on black going. Yeah, that looks cool. Those artist opus brushes are too soft. You can't move the transfers with them. Is that in the middle? Nearly, still needs to go that way. Still needs to go that way. There. Yep. Back to Artist Opus 1, so we can smooth it out. Awesome. Awesome. Now all we've got to do is wait for the water to dry and evaporate on that, and then we can throw some microsol on that to solve it out a bit. Should draw it over. Okay. What colour should the scope be? And what colour should the eyes be? and why is it blue? Should the eyes and the colour be the same colour? Yes. And should they both be blue? I think they should both be blue. I like that. We'll definitely put some more like X1X transfers on the legs and stuff. This is heavy support, isn't it? So what's is the heavy support one across? Fluorescent blue with the OSL. Be a very, very, very little bit of OSL if there is. I don't know whether it is blue, you know. It might have to be red. Might actually have to be red.
Christopher, gallery and potatoes tongue.
Gallery and potatoes. If anybody's got any gallery stuff, I think it might have to be red. I think we might have to do red. Very, very, very... Right meow. Shall we do it right meow? Okay. I'll come back to thinking about it in a second then. Moonstone bases. Look at those. Perps, they look great. They look great, Perps. When faced with making a colour choice, the answer is always green. Just use green. Green. No, I think it. I do think it's red. I do think it's red. The only problem with red is that do I want red plasma? Perps, they look great. They look really good, Perps. They look really good. And the potatoes, oh my word, the potatoes look great. Where are the potatoes? we got Tobes' Pussycat as well. Tobes has got the same. Oh no, Tobes has got the same. Tobes has got the same. I think mine's the mini. I think his is the full size one because I think his has got larger buttons. Look at the Pussycats. Look at these. That is a content void. Pretty easy to do. Plain black, header zones of the white, over transparent, umber ink, then driver of dark grey and driver. Yeah, no, they just look really good. I thought they had more colours on them actually than the greys that you've just said. They look like they've got more colours on them. I know you said like the umber ink and stuff, but it looks like they've got more colours on than just burnt umber. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Oh my god, he's got a cap. He's wearing a cap. Is he wearing a cap on backwards? That's super cool. He is super epic awesome. He really is super epic awesome. Isn't that a boot? What, on his head? Oh yeah, it's the boot. Sorry, yeah, I thought this was the rim, and that was a cap. Yeah, it's a boot, isn't it? It's his foot, you idiot. Yes, it's his boot. That's just so cool. That's absolutely brilliant. I love it. I love it. I love it, Laura. It's great. Well done, everybody. And those lightning claws. I definitely want these lightning claws. Definitely need to get those lightning claws for some Raven Guard. So cool. So cool. Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody. Well bloody done, everybody. I love it so much. Orc has his boot on Squig Bunny. Squig Bunny is like, oi! Oi! No! No! Oi! Oi! No! No! Oi! That's what Squig Bunny is like. Try putting bunny ears on things. I highly recommend it. Right, so I think it's Mephiston Red. Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out together if it is, in fact, Mephiston Red. It is, isn't it? It is, in fact, Mephiston Red. Well, there we go. War Masters has got his spot colour anyway. Also don't really follow much logic. So we need to get some Microsol out. put a thin coat on that every 15 minutes or so. Because then as it evaporates and thins the thing, we can put some more on. Can I crump? If yes, then crump. If no, get closer, go to 1. I love that, that's really good. Can I crump? Can I fix it? Yes, he can. Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder. So bunny ears on Raven Guard. Don't suggest things like that, because now I'm going to have to say no, and I'm going to look like a dick. I vote yes. See, now I'm going to look like a dick because I'm going to say no, and everybody in chat is going to say yes because they want to see me put bunny ears on Raven Guard. And I'm going to have to say no. See? You're a dick. At least Olivia hasn't told me I'm a dick, so maybe I can survive this. Maybe I can survive being cancelled on the internet for not putting bunny ears on Raven Guard. Hopefully I can. Don't say no then, easy. Where would you put the bunny ears? Where would they go? Can I ask them to be female bunnies? Like, I'll do a female Raven Guard, that's fine. But I can't do bunny Raven Guard. Like, how do you... Olivia?
Christopher, you're a dick for not putting bunny ears on the Raven Guard.
How can you have bunny ravens? How can you have bunny ravens? Bunnies and ravens are different breeds. They're different things. How about a compromise? Put bunnies on the base. What? Like they're flying over a little bunny holes.
Because dark age of technology, you fucking ignoramus.
What? Because dark age is fucking ignoramus. I can't put. Don't make me put bunny ears on my Raven Guard. I'm really enjoying these Raven Guard. They look really cool. Oh, now I sound more like a dick because I've just suggested that putting bunny ears on them makes them less cool. I can't win with you lot, can I? I can't win.
Correction, Christopher. You're not a dick. You're a giga dick. Fuck. Move.
Olivia, would you put bunny ears on all the Raven Guard or just like a handful? Chris needs to watch more 80s anime. Plenty of power armor with bunny ears. Antennas, actually. Also, the music volume is pretty high. Oh, is it? I've only been streaming for 2 hours. Is that better?
demonstration of our power.
Yes, there you go. There are the bunny ears. It's already got bunny ears. Yes, thank you, Mannerings. Thank you, Mannerings. Thank you, Mannerings.
Pater Aziz.
Thank you, Mannerings. Look, they've already got bunny ears. They've already got bunny ears. Look,
I think I have
bunny ears. There they are.
in the truck.
Already got them. Done it. I've done it. Look, even my snipers have got little bunny ears. Even my little snipers have got little bunny ears. This guy is going to have bunny ears when I put them on his backpack, I think, maybe. I don't know, his backpack's a bit small. Maybe they won't fit. So bunny ears are canon. Do I have to put bunny ears on my Vindicator? That's a point. Can we have... We can have Vindicator... Are Vindicators still in the Codex? Are Vindicators still in the Codex? Vehicles. Oh, of course you can't select vehicles, can you? Because the website's shit! Vehicles. No, you can't look at just vehicles. You used to be able to, and then they changed the website and it's now wank. Ah. Right. Come on. Is that all of it? Right, okay, that's all of it. That thing's just horrific. I've got one of those. Should I make that? Should I turn that into a... Should I do that as a Raven Guard? I need to do that as a Raven Guard, don't I? I need to paint that as a Raven Guard. That would be really cool. I'll get that out. I'll get that out and prime it. Because I was going to convert it and have loads of wisps coming off it for the Dark Pharaons, but I don't need to now. I can just make it as a Raven Guard. Where are the tanks? Okay, so I would have a Land Raider because I love Land Raiders. Land Raiders are really, really cool. Whirlwind. I think the Vindicator just looks, but yeah, there's the Vindicator. I think the Vindicator just looks badass. It just looks badass. Land Raider, Crusader, Redeemer, meh, boring, Razorback, Rhino, meh, boring, definitely no, definitely no, no, not really. They're quite cool, but like, why would you have those for Raven Guard when you can have the jump packs? So that's not really. Somebody said the speeders, but like I don't even like them. They're just dull. Shit, is that the only tank that I like? Is the only tank I like the Vindicator and the Land Raider? I think a Proteus Land Raider would look better than the current Land Raider. See, I really like the current Land Raider. I really like the Mark III. Speeders are definitely Raven Guard. Yeah, speeders. I 100% agree that speeders are definitely Raven Guard. However, have you seen them? Have you seen them? I can't have that in my Raven Guard. Okay, why not? Why not? Because look at it. Look at it. It's like... Yeah. Like... They made it look so lame. The old speeders were flying by. Oh, that's a point. That's a point. Hang on. Horus Heresy. Doesn't really matter, does it? Horus Heresy vehicles. Vehicles. Yes. Have they got a land speeder? Oh, they've only got the Javelin. Oh, have I got? Did they send me one of these? I might have one of these, you know. I might have one of these. But that, to me, that feels more like a Night Lords one. So I should probably paint that as a Night Lords, and then get a new one. Oh, I mean, these are really cool as well. There's the Whirlwind Scorpius thing. Is it only the Javelin? There's that one, the White Scars one. Oh my god, there's more. Oh, now we got to Mechanicus. So the only speeder in the Heresy is the Javelin one. The Legion Contemptor upgrades are actually in stock. See, that's quite cool. Yeah, they are. Where's the Raven Guard one? Oh, the Raven Guard one isn't in stock. The Raven Guard one is one that isn't in stock. The Night Lords one is also out of stock. I think I have a Night Lords one. Oh no, it's a Leviathan Night Lords I've got. That one. I've got the Leviathan one. Where's the Raven Guard? Oh, what's that one? That one's cool. Dark Angels, Iron Warriors, Empress Children, Night Lords, Shitty Marines, Word Bearers, Alpha Legion. Do the Raven Guard not have a Contemptor? Do the Raven Guard not have a Contemptor? Imperial Fist, White Scars, Sons of Horus, Space Wolves, Blood Angels, Iron Hands, Word Eaters, Death Guard. Oh, there's the Raven Guard one. Raven Guard Contemptor. Anyway, I have the full resin one of the Dark Angels somewhere. I've got the Night Lords. I have the Night Lords Contemptor, which is up there. I don't have anything Raven Guardy because I wasn't convinced. I was still trying to find. Like what I liked about Horus Heresy stuff. So. How's that settling down? Look at that. Look how well that's settling. Look how well that's settling. That's settling super well. Right, let's put another coat on it. Now that's kind of been all drawn in. We'll put another coat on and get rid of the rest of the wrinkles a little bit. Again, you don't need much. If you flood it, then it can do weird things with the paint. So you want to just thin coat on the transfer. That's all you need. You don't need to flood it at all. But I think this is looking awesome. Right, okay, now do I kind of want to paint, I kind of want to keep this black. So I think if we have the contrast between the blue black and like a grey black, I think that would be quite cool. So I think we should do that. And we do actually have. a purity seal here, so we will have to paint a different colour because we need to have a purity seal. There we go. So yeah, I will do. I'll do a Horus Heresy video. Like I say, I've dropped a couple of Mark 6s and a Mark 4 actually. I think it's a Mark 4. I've dropped a couple in the strip box, so I'll get those out and strip them tonight. I'd done a World Eater. I don't really want a World Eater. I just painted a World Eater because it was really quick and easy, and nobody was really painting World Eaters at the time, so I did a World Eater one. So I've stripped that. So I'll just, once it's stripped, I'll prime it and I'll do it very, very quick, because I could quite easily build some more, but I've got one built, so for the sake of just throwing it in there 10 seconds ago, I thought I'll just clean it up and use that one on the Horus Heresy video.
Everyone, Christopher is gonna strip tonight. Only on Frunlevans.
Olivia, make sure you give everybody the link who asks for it. Make sure you give everybody the link who asks for it, Olivia. Because everybody is gonna want that link. Despoilers. Mark 3 for Dark Angels, being used in the Mark 2 for basic Marines, and Mark 3 seems themey for close combat. I don't know. I don't know enough. I don't know enough to comment on that. Despoilers. I'm learning myself. I'm reading Horus Heresy Book 3 Extermination. And reading about how Corvus Corax led a prison revolt and stuff. So I don't know enough about what despoilers might be and things. I don't even know, like, do I just do Raven Guard all Mark 6 Marines? Do I mix them up and have like Mark 6 and Mark 4 and Mark 3, and do I have all different marks in a unit, or do I have, is it better because Raven Guard got access to all the equipment early? Do I just make them all Mark 6 because they were badass? Wait, that's not the third Horus Heresy book, is it? What's the third Horus Heresy book? I thought Extermination was... hang on. Horus Heresy Book 3, Extermination. This one. Beakies are best for Raven Guard. I know they're best, but... Like this one's a Mark 3? I don't know, but there's All the pictures in here have all got them, and like none of them are beakies. He's a beaky. This veteran sergeant is a beaky. These ones aren't. That one's not. That one's the coolest one as well. So, what marks that? What marks that one? Because that one looks cool. That's the one with the cool helmet as well. That helmet I always think that helmet looks like the Primaris one. Okay, so make this matte black as well, and we'll give it a different black. Sort of. Perty and Korax tested the beaky army. Perty said they were dirt. Korax yoinked them, then drop sight happened, then Raven Guard came back to Terra to get the gene seed juice to ramp up marine creation and get more beaky armor. So are Raven Guard less likely to be scraping around and like mismatch armor because they get access to cooler stuff? That was Mort 4. The screen was bright. There we go.
Less than 3.
Spitfire! Spitfire, what a ledge on the resub. Thank you, dude. I think that, however, needs to be the old grey. Because that feels like It needs to be that one. There we go. Pretty much there is enough room to do what you want in Horus Heresy Games Workshop, made sure of it. Yeah. I'll just paint a load of models. Raven Guard colours. If they were with Corax, they'd be fairly uniform. However, they were lots of Raven Guard and Shattered Legion, so their armour would be mismatched. I think I'll just do them all as Mark 6 and fuck it. I'll have one unit of like Mark 4 or whatever it is that I've got. I think I've got another Mark somewhere in there. I'll just do everything Mark 6, and then the Night Lords can be all different marks. Because I need to do a Corvax anyway, so Corvax can be this colour. That has beautifully drawn itself over that shoulder pad. That's really nice. It's gone really well. So once it's flat, once that's flat, I'll just go in and cut into the transfer paper with the base colour and take away the gloss and leave the gloss mark. Leave the gloss black. Planning on painting the new Saturnine boxes Iron Warriors. I have a question, if you don't mind, if I undercoat them black and then Zenithal highlight from above with lead belter, will it look silly? No, it won't at all. Nope, won't at all. That's how I did my... What did I do? Oh, those. That's how I did my... That's how I did those. They are black from underneath. And they're just highlighted with an airbrush. So, yeah, no, it doesn't look silly at all. Lurk, you're on the lurky lurk. On the lurk again. Right, shall I mix up the... I don't know whether to... I don't know whether to gloss varnish and oil wash, or whether just to oil wash now. I think I just oil wash now. I think, anyway. So I think I have to get to that point. one more coat of the micro. Oh shit. It's not what you want to happen. Because it's really sticky. That is the first time I have knocked something over. Really? Right, be right back. I'm just going to clean all this up. 2 seconds, everybody. Okay, I'm back. This is just the black neoprene now. I've got the foam. The foam, I've had to wash the foam because, like I say, I spilt some of the Microsol. Spilt some of the Microsol on it. So the Microsol is really sticky. I had to wash the models as well. It gets really sticky if you put lots of it on. Yeah, that's. You can't see it because it's all shiny. So maybe I will give that a coat of matte varnish later. That's pulled over that beautifully. That's ever so well. It's pulled over that really nicely. Okay. This is looking pretty good, to be honest. I'm liking this a lot. It looks really cool. So if I give that a oil, like pin wash, everywhere, just to kind of pop some more contrast, I think that would be great. Suppressors are so cool. Suppressors really are cool. I love the suppressors. Absolutely love suppressors. I think they're fantastic. And then I've also got these guys. I'm going to give these guys a reprime. I've just cleaned up some bits, like I've sanded off the transfer off the knee and off there as well. I'll just prime over that transfer. That transfer is okay, and then I'll reprime these so that I can do this kind of shadow grey on them, which should look really, really good. Same with this one as well. That guy can get a reprime. It'll look really smart. So yeah, I'm buzzing. Sinister, I'm also going to do a Horus Heresy video as well about painting this colour scheme for the Horus Heresy, because I think it will go on the Horus Heresy Mark 6 Marines really well. At least I hope it will. So that should be really, really cool. 5 o'clock as well. I need to go and get some dinner soon. So yeah, it's looking fab. And then we've done kept the barrel black. Kept that barrel black. I think it looks good. How are you doing, Sinister? Everything all good? And I've also done, look dude, I've also done a punch dagger as well. I've figured out the punch daggers. So a punch dagger is literally just a bayonet from Horus Heresy. So, little punch dagger. So I'll do this for all the Phobos Marines, because the Phobos have like a knife and a pistol, don't they? Most of them anyway. I think some of them have that weird like heavy bolt pistol or something. Anyway, they have a knife and then something else. So I'll give them a punch dagger and then the pistol as well. So he can be the sergeant in one of the units. I think he looks cool. So yeah, I'm excited, mate. Bolt carbine, that's it. Knife and pistol, or the bolt carbine, that's it. Infiltrators and cursors have weird bolt carbines. Gotcha. Oh, so are there 3 lots of? I didn't know there were. Of course, there's infiltrators and incursors and reavers, aren't there? Okay, so there's 3 lots of Phobos Marines. I'll definitely have to do I'll definitely have to do the Reavers. Oh yeah, it's technically the Eliminators as well. Yeah, that's true. Really cool. Yeah, it's technically 4, isn't there? I really like the Phobos as well. I think I'm going to have one unit of Intercessors and make them look like this. Like, I've got most of them already. 1 unit of Intercessors, and then just the rest just being Phobos. And then I've got the unit of Suppressors. I want to have a unit of Terminators. And I still really want to do the Centurions. Right, okay, so we were talking earlier about Raven Guard having indirect fire. So, is there an indirect fire option on the Centurions? Because I kind of want to do a unit of Deliverer Centurions because I think it would be funny. I'll definitely do a unit of Termies in the red Deliverer colour scheme. But I just wanted to see what the Centurions... Oh, that was one thing I couldn't decide. The Aggressors. I couldn't decide whether the Aggressors would work, but I think the Aggressors have some... indirect fire, don't they? Because the Aggressors are just bolt and flamers, so no, they don't. I suppose you could have flamers. The Aggressors don't really fit. I don't really want the Aggressors. Like, nah, that doesn't really fit, does it? I just want all the Phobos stuff. Let's stick with Desolation. It'd be interesting to put the Desolation arms on some Phobos bodies. That might be quite interesting. Maybe I do that. Maybe I start putting like... Maybe I do the cool stuff and just stick it on Phobos bodies, like the Infernus squad. That would be quite fun on a Phobos body. Heroes of the chapter. Where are the Centurions? Have I gone past the Centurions? Because I think there's 2 different types, isn't there? There's like the Siege close combat ones with the Siege... Oh, there they are. There's the Devastators. I mean, the Siege ones are stupid. They look ridiculous. So what do the Devastators... What weapons do the Devastators have? Twin-linked heavy bolters, twin-linked las cannons, or grav cannons and grav amps. So none of those are really... I do need scouts. Actually, I have scouts as well from the kill team, so I'll get those out and build those. That's a very good point. Seen people make some really nice Centurions if you make them like 50% taller. Oh, you just stretch them a little bit. Yeah. Well, we were talking about, because I was trying to figure out what kind of heavy support Raven Guard would have. And Avian was saying it would be really cool if you had like indirect fire, and then you could have the vast majority of the Raven Guard army as like the vanguard, and then like some spotters in each unit. So you could have like a unit of scouts, and then like one of the scouts is a spotter for the indirect fire behind. So I was wondering whether the Centurions could have indirect fire. The Terminators definitely work. The Terminators definitely work. Ally in some Basilisks. Nah, just use Vindicators. Just use Vindicators. The Vindicator's cool, and that kind of sold me on using a Vindicator. Where was I going? Oh shit, where was I going? Oh yeah, the Terminators definitely work. The Terminators definitely work because you can have them deep striking, can't you? You can have them teleport homers coming in. So just have all the Terminators deep strike, and then that's where you get the Deliverer colour scheme from. but I really want the Assault Terminators, and I don't think the Assault Terminator kit has come out yet. So I need the Lightning Claws. So maybe actually, I don't know. I'll have to wait. Terminators are really cool, and especially the new ones. So I do have a set of the new ones, but I really want Assault Terminators. Or maybe not. I need more Wolfguard Terminators. I need more Raven Guard Terminators. But Raven Guard Terminators, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Raven Guard Terminators would be awesome. You only have 10. Yeah, I don't know how many I would have. I would definitely paint them. I'll definitely paint them that red, because the red looks really good as well. I think the red comes out really well. I think the red comes out really well, and then that will give a little bit of variety to this colour scheme and the army looking cool. But yeah, I definitely think that works. So let me quickly scribble down. Have I got? I think I have. Yeah, I've got a Dark Pharaons. I've got a Dark Pharaons in here. So if I just remove everything. Okay, so that's everything. So we want I'm just wondering whether Cave-in Shrike is in here. No, Cave-in Shrike's not in there. Oh, is that because it's... Hang on, is that because it's... Yeah, it's the Blood Angels one. Have I got a normal Space Marines one? I have, yeah, there we go. Delete. Because I just want to put, like, if I put Cave-in Shrike in... Where's Cave-in Shrike? What? Blackout and the Raven's Talons. Cave-in Shrike. I wonder whether I haven't picked. I wonder whether I'm in the wrong detachment for that. So, a bit of black there. Captain in Phobos armour. Chaplain with jump pack and give him Phobos armour. Librarian in Phobos armour. Lieutenant in Reaver armour. Oh, you get Phobos armour and Reaver armour. Okay. Don't know. So. Oh shit, they're not battle line? Phobos aren't battle line? Why are Phobos not battle line? Terminator Assault Squad. Thunderhammer Storm Shield. What does Battle Line mean? Is that like the new troop? Yeah. Thunderhammer Storm Shield. What can normal Terminator Squad have? Stormbolter Power Fist. Yeah, fair enough. You just take normal Terminators then. Take a normal Terminator Squad. And a Vindicator. How many points is that? 1200. Okay, now. Fair enough. Wow. Okay. Other units can capture objectives if a battle line have an advantage. Yeah. Kind of cool though. Right, I'm going to go make some dinner, I think. I'm going to put one more coat over that while I'm here. Now I've only got half a pot left though. Does not need flooding, just brush a thin layer like you're painting, so just brush as if you're painting some varnish on it or something. Don't let it pool, because if it pools it starts changing the paint and everything. There we go. Decided to double plasma for one unit of Saturnine. So War Crime Legion is on its way. Din Din, yeah, I'm gonna go and get Din Din. I'm gonna go make dinner. So I've got 2 units of Night Lords Mark 6. So I need to scatter in some different marks in the Night Lord stuff. And I need to build more Mark 6 for my Raven Guard. And then paint a tank in this kind of colour scheme as well, because I think that would be really cool. I've got steak and fries, but I'm hungry now. I'm kind of hungry as well. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry as well. Might order a burger and cook my steak tomorrow. McDonald's. Get a McDonald's. Get a McDonald's. I wouldn't say 4 would work well, but those are Betrayal at Cal so smaller versus Mark 2 and 3. How do you mean 4 would work well? 4 would work. Mark. Hey, welcome back, Purples. Mark 4 would work on the Raven Guard. I think I'm just going to stick to the Mark 6. I think I'm just going to stick to the Mark 6. Oh, for Night Lords, perfect. Yeah, that's good then. That's good. Because I think I've got Mark 4. What was the second set that were released? The second Mark that was released. I thought the second set was Mark 4. Beakies for life as far as Raven Guard are concerned. I mean, yes and no, I think. Wasn't there a Mark 7 at the end of the Heresy? I hope so. Betrayal and Burning. Betrayal is Mark 4, Burning is Mark 3. You I don't understand. I don't understand. Betrayal was... So, Betrayal of Calth? So what, everybody used Mark 4 at the Betrayal of Calth? Isn't Mark 7 the jury rig mark? Oh, Burning of Prospero? So were those, like, Betrayal and Burning, was that a moment in time where everybody had Mark 4 and everybody had Mark 3? Is that what you mean? Right. So when it was the Betrayal of Calth, everybody had Mark 4. Okay. That's when they made the plastic Mark 4 Marines. Yeah, no, but they've they've redone them, haven't they? So for the new Horus Heresy, they did the Mark 6 first, and then the second lot that came out I thought were Mark 4. And then the ones that have just come out are either Mark 3 or Mark 2. I think. I can't remember. Yeah, Mark 7 is a Space Marine that everybody knows, and then they changed the Mark 7 to Primaris. And like that's the Mark 7 helmet, which just looks so cool on a Space Marine. Yeah, Beakies came out. Yeah. Beakies came out with Horus Heresy 2.0, which is a big box I got. And then the next lot they did, I thought, and mid 2 they upsized. Oh, was it Mark 3? Okay. See, this is where I get into trouble, because I don't know what all the marks are called. So I thought it was Mark 4, and then because I said it was Mark 4, then it ends up with all this burning and thingamajiggies and everything. Right, okay. Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about those. I was talking about the Mark 3s then. Cool. Mark 8 just looked like the regular Mark 7 Firstborn armour, but with a high gorget. No, it looks nothing like Mark 7. Mark 6 is Beakies. Yes, I know Mark 6 is Beakies. Woo! Yeah, Mark 7 is the Space Marine that everybody knows and loves, with the cool Mark 7 helmets, which if you put them on Primaris bodies look like Space Marines all of a sudden again. Right. So I will strip those Horus Heresy ones. I will grab because I've got a bag of built Mark 6 bodies as well. So I'll grab that bag and build some more for the Raven Guard. And then just see if I can do a unit of Raven Guard, because this is super quick. I think this is going to be super quick to paint like this. Like stupidly quick to paint. Because I've just been kind of like fatting around and fiddling and tweaking everything. Like this needed an oil wash about an hour ago. But I wanted to get that transfer on as well. So that would be quite cool. Should make up a Mark 9 suit. Mark 5 is Heresy armour. They're not really a Mark, but a mix of armours. The big jump is Mark 10 for Primaris. Yes. Lurk. No worries, Whiskey. I'm going to go find somebody to raid. Who shall we raid? Mark 5 is... Oh, the jewelry... Okay. Funny enough, there is not a Mark 9. I thought there was a Mark 9. I thought the... wasn't the... aren't there heavy intercessors? Isn't that Mark 9? Isn't there heavy intercessors Mark 9? Gravis. Yeah, isn't Gravis armor Mark 9? Isn't that a Mark 10 variant? Because Call is a badass. Right, who is on? Who shall we raid? Who shall we raid? I'm getting really hungry and I'm also getting really thirsty as well. Eric Swinson's on. Tabletop Minions is on.
Ray Lewis, Hobby Time Atheles.
You need Mark 3s personally. I've got a box of Mark 3s. If the Mark 3s came out halfway through the Horus Heresy 2.0, then I've got a box of Mark 3s. I've got that box. Right, everybody. Have an awesome evening. Take care, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you enjoyed watching me paint some Raven Guard, and I'll catch you all in a bit.